right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold, Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro, you see me? Big shouts to Eddie Daz Akins. Big shouts to you, Brown, legend, and of course, Sat. We're back here to have a conversation. This is actually a follow-up conversation I'm about to have with a guest I've had on the show before. The interview went viral, over 1 million views, and we reached over 2 million people across the world. Her conversation was very sensitive. Her issue was very, very disturbing. But fortunately, and to the admiration of God, she's had positive results, extremely positive results. And I'm happy, the crew is happy that our platform has been able to provide her some solutions to some of her problems, or the biggest solution she needed at the time. Through this platform, we're able to make it happen for her. We're seated, on the balcony, so you can hear some birds chirping and all. So enjoy the ambience as much as you enjoy beautiful Dela. Now, when this interview rolled out, Dela, personally, I had pressure because some people said I shouldn't have allowed you to mention your father's name.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have allowed you to mention the school you attended because people would think they are all lesbians. And I find it ridiculous for someone to think that once you are a lesbian and you attended a certain secondary school, the secondary school's name shouldn't be mentioned.
The sad part is it's already there, but we don't say it.
You don't say it.
Yeah, and me coming out to preach to the world doesn't mean I'm impacting a bad knowledge or a bad thing into people, but rather trying to, open up certain things.
Yes, that people didn't know, or that people knew but were scared to speak.
Yeah, especially to caution parents as to how they should deal with their
children,
kids, or when they turn into their youthful stages, how they should deal with.
And they also said we were very detailed. In fact, you had to demonstrate how you used your fingers on these girls, how you put the fingers together and use it to satisfy them.
Yeah,
and family. I know. I had a friend of yours, your childhood friend, a lady, contact me. She mentioned her name. She said you guys grew up in the same neighborhood, but she didn't know you were into this. But she saw you dressed in a certain way that made her suspect. But she was utterly surprised.
Yeah.
She lives here in Kumasi.
Yeah.
You surprised a lot of people, including your family members, man.
Oh yeah, because when we turn to our youthful stages, that is the time that the world projects itself to us. So if you, the parents, is not closer to your child, and the person goes out, even now that social media is so available to the kids, they will, capture a lot of wrong deeds, a lot of wrong things. Even back in our days, we didn't have social media, but look at how certain things went. So sometimes we have to.
Would you say you used yourself as a sacrificial lamb? It was like you were, bastardized, but you impacted knowledge?
Within me, I wouldn't have come out, but it was something that God has planned.
Yeah.
God wanted me to use it as an example.
Unto others.
Yeah, unto others.
I see.
Yeah.
What was your family's response? What did they say to you? What is their position?
A lot of things. My family had a lot of issues with me concerning this kind of thing, that I should have covered my face and all, but one thing about me is I don't like hiding.
Right.
Because if I come out boldly or I hide, God sees it.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me.
And you can't hide from God.
I can't hide from God.
Right.
When I was doing it, though my parents or my family didn't know anything about it, but God sees it.
God knew it.
So I would rather project myself to the world, and then the godly aspect of me, I'll keep it secret. Because as I sit down, or as I dress anyhow, you might think that I don't have a God at my back or behind me, but within me, in closed doors or secretly, I have a great God that is helping me.
At the time, you were a very strong lesbian, and had slept with numerous ladies across Ghana and beyond, because you had some white girlfriends and all that. What do you think God's position for your life was? Was he happy with you?
I wouldn't say so. But one thing is, when we don't know about certain things, God forgives us because we don't know anything. I was not
But you were
being
old
briefed.
enough. You were old enough. You had the power and the mind to be able to even toast ladies.
You know, it is said biblically that when we don't know, God forgave us.
Right.
But when we come to know the truth and you still go back to the sin,
Right.
God will use it against you.
God will use it against
That
you.
is why I said, when I repented and I
went back
to it, whenever I have it, I am dying. That means God has shown me the light. God has projected what is good in my presence. And I am breaching God's commands or words. So that God sees it as I'm disobeying.
As you're disobeying God. So now that you said you have changed, which it's just your word against ours, and you still look or dress masculine, what is the correlation? Because you're looking like a man. It's your voice that's making people know you're a lady.
As you can see, if I stand up, you will see that I still got some.
You have hips. You have some huge
curves.
hips. Yeah, you are very curvy.
Yeah, and then the shirt that I'm wearing is ladies. No man will wear it.
No man will wear this. Yeah.
The jeans that I'm wearing is for ladies. The shoe that I'm wearing is for ladies, except the cap that I'm wearing.
Yeah, just to signal them that you have a bit of masculinity in you, and that if they lose guard, you could eat them.
I am the soft type.
Right.
I am not the masculine type. So when you see, you will know that I'm a lady, but maybe within my dressing and the way
you
I walk,
masculine.
you
feel masculine.
Yeah.
So, before God and man, and with your family and friends, have you stopped entirely, or it's a process? So you're stopping bit by bit.
You know, when I was doing it, and back then I didn't know it was wrong, and I repented for like 6 years or something. I was so determined, because if someone gets closer to God for the first time, you see the kind of energy the person uses.
Zeal and all,
yes. So when I have been through all that, stayed clean for God for the past 6 years, and I didn't get any result. The marriages kept coming and coming, and as soon as I disclose it to a family, that will be the end. If I'm to say that God did not do it, that I'm lying. God did marvelous things, great breakthroughs. But because when a marriage comes or when a suitor comes, you would have to inform a family, and that person made sure that I don't reach or get to the goal that God wanted me to go. I wanted to get married when I got to know that it was not right. I wanted to get married to a man and live according to what God has planned for us. But when it didn't come through to that, and I backslided, I went through it. Sometimes you feel...
Backslided into what? So that the person who didn't watch the first interview at least will have a fair glimpse of what we're talking about.
Into lesbianism again.
Right.
I am not the type that will just fall for any man at all. Like, someone can then most men, they will just want to sleep with you.
Yeah.
And so I have kept myself for God until the right thing is done.
Right.
And my fight is not an easy fight in the spiritual realm. It's not an easy fight. Yeah, but I am trying. But what I want to say is that I am human. And I would say that I'm not perfect.
Right.
On a journey on earth, it's like traveling maybe from Kumasi to Accra.
Right.
The road will not be smooth as you would want.
Yeah.
So I will not say that I have quit completely, because when I'm lonely and something like that, I would need someone to talk to and all that. I also engage with women.
Right.
But the fact is, I don't sex women anymore.
You don't sex.
But for companionship and then for closeness or something like that, as for that
okay, so for closeness and companionship, you know, of course, guys, my best friend is a guy. You know, I have very close lady friends as well. But if I need to talk to someone, I would definitely speak with a guy. So that is normal. So in your case, is it just the normal companionship or there are emotions attached, you know, you'll be cuddled by her. The only thing that is absent is sex.
Yeah, something like that.
The only thing that is absent is sex.
Yes.
But you kiss, you cuddle,
Yes.
you fondle, you do all that. You
Yeah.
still do it with ladies.
Yeah.
So you've progressed by a stage or two. Now you don't get to have sex.
Yes.
But you do romance.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
And the rate at which you do it has reduced or has increased?
It has reduced.
It has reduced.
Yeah.
To the barest minimum.
Yes.
And do you feel very lonely sometimes?
One, you know, all along when I was growing, I was surrounded with family.
Right.
And then me being a firstborn too, I wanted to, you know, emulate some kind of good deeds to my younger one. So I was always surrounded with
people.
family. I was so much attached to family. But when certain things happen and people confess and all that, I have withdrawn from them completely.
So you are still hanging?
Yes, so I am on my own. And sometimes because you have not gotten married yet, and
you don't have a boyfriend?
You know, I don't have a
Right.
And the sad part is I have not been able to give birth now. Sometimes you feel so lonely.
Right.
Even when I had my surgery and I came home, it was my friends that took me home.
Right.
When I came, I didn't even have someone to send to do certain things.
It was
for
just
me.
you.
It was just
and
me.
at that point, you could still get back into deep lesbianism.
No.
Because then if a lady was by you and showing you care and love, you could have fallen.
Well, but nothing pushed me to
Pushed
call
you.
anyone like that.
But
to come
it's
and help
after
me.
you got healed that your hormones started to work
Something
again.
like that.
Then you start feeling for fondling and cuddling.
Yeah, but I haven't had it yet.
You haven't had it yet.
Yeah.
But you have a close companion you talk to who is a lady?
Yeah, I think last 2 months I went to Accra and I met a white lady and then I tried to, you know,
fraternize.
Yeah, like date her for some
tried to
way,
date her
not to have sex with her, but then to keep her as my companion, like be
like a
closer
partner.
to her. Yeah,
You know.
and so we had some kissing and stuff like that, but we didn't have sex.
You didn't have sex,
Yeah.
but kissing happened, hugging,
Yeah,
fondling, and all those things happened.
Yeah,
you mentioned surgery. What surgery is it? And is it after you came on the platform to talk about your issue that the surgery came in?
Yeah,
Okay, so
when I was doing all those interviews, I was scared of the surgery.
Right.
So every time I go to church, sometimes I'll be walking, and then someone will call me and they said he or she has seen me on something like a stretcher at the hospital and I'm dead.
Right.
So I should, if there's anything ahead of me like surgery, I should be prayerful about it. And so I was scared, and so when I came, I asked God, I prayed to God, I asked God that, Lord, I am doing all this just for you. At least if one soul is weighing for you, try as much as and then look at that to keep my soul.
Right.
Because I saw that I always had dreams that I am dead.
Oh.
So I knew that definitely something was about to happen. But I prayed to God that He should use that to keep my
keep
soul.
your soul.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you appeared on Vibes and Five, what happened? Because when you came, there was a lot of backlash from people, from family, from close sources. But I kept telling some people that I had the opportunity to speak to that if after this conversation with you, you get saved in any way, I would be happy. I don't care what they say about how our interview went, but I'll be happy because your life is at stake. Were you saved in any way after coming on the show?
Okay, yeah. After the interview that I did with you, I had a couple of people calling for another interview and all that. So
But we always said that.
Yeah, so
when we do it, they want to do some.
Yeah, so I had
editor them.
So I had a chance of meeting with Prophet Nanaya Safo.
Wow.
And then evangelist. I will see that I had some interviews with in Kumasi here. So they have been of great help to me.
God bless you.
Yeah,
God
so
bless you.
I want to use this channel to thank them that whatever they have done for me, God has used them to bless me.
Mention their names again.
Nanaya Safo, Prophet Nanaya Safo, evangelist, I will see. And then my classmates, Kumasi girls, Ahema 98, they have been of great help to me.
Wow.
When I was on hospital bill, they took care of everything. After they took me to my house, and they check on me all the time. So I must say, God used these people to bless me.
Bless you.
And so I am grateful.
You had the surgery.
Yes,
when
I have
you came,
done
you
the
spoke
surgery.
about fibroid,
Yeah.
which is making it difficult for you to give birth. And you needed to get rid of that because it was eating into your system.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, that has been done.
Yes.
You
By
had
God's
someone
grace.
come in
Yes.
to help you through that. We bless God.
Yeah.
And you are looking good. In fact, when you came before we sat here, I told you you're looking very good.
Yeah.
You know, the wadosradier, so to speak. You are looking good. And if you decide to get into lesbianism, they will eat you basa basa. They will eat you rough. But you do the eating, so you eat them rough. Because I see energy. But we bless God that at least that fibroid has been taken off.
Yeah.
So all the bashing and all the insults that came from some people, at least it benefited you in a way.
Yeah.
And those who didn't want you to speak, if you had kept quiet, only God knows what the situation would have been by now. So sometimes you take, decisions and steps that people don't understand.
It's only between myself and my God.
It's only between
It's
yourself.
only Him that would understand what I do. Because there are certain things, or there are certain things that we come across in life that if you don't take the risk, it wouldn't augur well for you as a person. I have family, I have a lot of friends that were saying all kinds of things, but I said no. I don't belong to any of you. I belong to my Maker.
Right.
So anything that I do, I should just look up to God first. He is my inspirer. He does everything for me. Sometimes I will not even have anything on me. I will pray to God, and then the next day, someone will call you and say, take this. So that's how God has.
And God is taking care of you.
Yeah, has taken care of me. So He has done a great job for me.
But I am scared for you, and I feel if care is not taken, we'll go back to where it all started. You know, we'll go back to what you actually want to stop. You are still kissing these ladies. You're still fondling them. They are still fondling you. They are playing with your breast. You know, they are playing with your lips and all that. The next thing, they'll start playing with your...
No,
and then they start eating you.
It wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't. So why don't you stay away from the fire entirely? Now you are poking smoke.
I am trying. It's not as if I'm not trying. Last 2 months, I went to Accra, and then we went to mall, Asimota Mall, and then we met some white lady, and then I saw her looking at me and all that, so I approached her, and then we talked, we became friends, and then all
and
that.
Then
so
one thing led to another. And
and then I went to their place, and then because my place was far from their place, I wanted to sleep there, so tomorrow, the next morning,
you go to your place. So you went to sleep at her end.
Yes, so I sleep at her end. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. You slept on the same bed.
Yes.
At dawn, you didn't cuddle, but just cuddling happened.
Yes.
And fondling. And kissing.
Kissing.
Let's say romance, all put together.
Nothing happened.
Right.
Just kissing. Just kissing.
And a bit of fingering.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Fingering is part of sex.
Fingering is part of sex.
Yeah.
Which you are an expert of.
And I wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah.
Well, I have it at the back of my mind that whenever I'm stepping out, I have that at the back of my mind that this is a threat to my life. As soon as I go out, I make sure when I encounter certain things like that, I don't lick, I don't finger anyone.
Yeah.
But if I kiss, I'm okay.
Okay.
If I fondle, I'm okay.
But
Apart from that,
once you lick,
I will be at the mortuary.
why licking is your weakness?
It's not my weakness because...
Or it's your strongest tool on them?
No. You see, when you lick someone, this tongue that God created for us, it was the main purpose of the tongue or the mouth is to eat. One, to proclaim God's wonderful works or to sing and praise God. So when you use certain things like that to lick someone from that place, while that thing is not meant
for that
place, God sees that you are unclean.
You are unclean, yeah.
And then you are disobeying Him, so He will punish you. Especially my mind that
You're already you are
yes.
You're on red list. And
That
then you go and on top.
I know the right thing, and rather I'm not doing it. That is why God punishes
you. Avoid licking and fingering.
Yes.
Any other thing is allowed.
I
You don't
am
mind.
okay.
But the licking and fingering is what
I
you
don't
avoid.
do anymore.
And then, so are you still with that white lady?
No, we
You
are
broke
no
up.
more.
You are no more.
Yeah.
What happened? You didn't give in.
It was a short thing, but
What happened? You didn't give in. You were saying no.
The girl was all over me, and then
Right.
I loved her as well. But you know, when I did my interviews,
Yeah.
a certain lady added me up on, I think, Facebook.
Right.
She sent me a friend request.
Right.
And then she was complaining that she's with a lady, and then the lady has left her for a sugar mommy, blah blah blah. So I wanted to help her at that time. So I said, okay, let us date, but we will not have sex.
Right. You just wanted
I
to
explained
cool her
my
temper.
yes to, and then I explained the conditions to her.
Let's
They
date,
said,
no
yes,
sex.
yes.
The ladies do it to us.
Yes. So
But we end up
I was
eating
doing
them.
everything for her, sending her credit, blah blah blah, doing all those kind of
So
things.
you were playing the boyfriend role.
Yes.
Right.
So we met in Accra, and then she was with me when I met the white girl. By the only thing I did that wasn't good at that, I should have, when we saw the white people, I excused her, and then she went and sat at somewhere, and then I went to talk to the whites.
Oh.
So when later I got to know that the white girl mother wanted an assistant. So I connected, that girl was the right person that would have given that assistance to the,
so you connected the white girl to
your
current
yes.
friend.
And then I didn't know she would get jealous
Right.
at the point.
Yeah.
So when I connected
them.
her, and then we became friends and all
It's
that.
like a triangle.
Yes. And before I knew, this girl too has proposed, because I have proposed to
The white
girl. This girl, out of jealousy and enviness, has also proposed to the white girl's mother, who is pregnant. A 55-year-old woman who is pregnant. And I was shocked.
You were shocked that your girlfriend had proposed to your new girlfriend's mother. What a permutation.
What a triangle.
No, this is not a box. It's not a box. Because initially it was just 3 of you, so we could have a triangle. Now it's a box. So you and your girlfriend went out, and then you met a white lady. You are all lesbians. And then you made a move to propose to the white lady. Then your girlfriend, out of jealousy, also went to propose to this white lady's mother. Pregnant mother, 65 years old. Why, is she also a lesbian?
Yeah, she was a lesbian.
She was a lesbian.
Yeah.
And
she is a lesbian. That's why she came to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the girl is a lesbian. Her mom is also a lesbian.
Yeah, I think they are bisexual.
They are bisexuals.
Yeah.
So your girlfriend took your new girlfriend's mother.
Yeah.
And then you took her daughter.
Yes.
So the two of you are dating mother and daughter.
Yes, and I was glad about. I was shocked, but I was glad about it, because after all, I have gotten what I wanted.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to date any black girl anymore.
Right.
So at least I have gotten what I wanted.
Yeah.
And the girl too has gotten
what she wanted. Yes.
So
65 years old.
before I knew, this girl has tarnished my image to the white girl. And then the white girl blocked me off.
So it was a coup d'etat. So she was still eating the white girl's mother, but she took you out of the equation.
Yeah.
So from a box back to triangle.
Yeah, I didn't know she had bad intentions all along.
So you've left her too.
Yes.
And you've left the white girl too. So you're back to square one.
Yeah.
0. How did the LGBT community take your interview with me? I mean, it was so viral. It was a global interview. I mean, you guys know we don't do Ghanaian. We are global. It was a global interview. How did they take it? Were they happy with you? From UK, from America, from Ghana?
One thing is, when I started, I did not go to anyone to ask for approval.
Right.
So when I say I have quit, I don't need your approval.
Yeah.
And I am not a child that you should order me around. Whatever I want to do, I have family.
Right.
I have a mom and all that, but whatever I want to do is what I do.
Yeah.
So they were bashing me here and there. They have already spread on their platform because I went there and then
Let's go.
Some ladies were interested in me and they wanted to, you know, buy me stuff and all that. Before I knew, certain girl has told them that I have told a girl that I have mental issues and I have mental issues and I have been chained in a church just because I told them I'm a pastor.
Oh.
So I've been chained in a church seeking mental help. And then they just tarnished my image.
They tarnished, so they used mental health to tarnish you. They said you were mad.
Yes. The sad part is, none of them called on video
to confirm, to verify whether you are chained to a tree or not.
You know, these things are that it's a demonic thing most often. So mostly those people that are into it are demons, are demonic possessed.
They are demons.
So wherever they are full of enviness, jealousy, a whole lot.
And when you were active in it, you also had these traits.
Not really, because I've always been a free person, free-minded person. If not, I wouldn't have gone to meet a white girl, white people, and then connected my girlfriend to them with a free mind.
Yeah.
I should have just gone with them. I should have just left that girl aside, collected their... Yes, but look at what happened when I added her into the equation. Look at what happened.
She went for her mother, and they took you out.
Yes. So you see how they are. So if I have done my interview, and you find something wrong with it, come and do yours. No one is holding you.
And I offered my platform for whoever wants to also say anything contrary to what you have said.
We can all come on board and we will be sharing ideas.
Yes, they should give me a call. I'll offer the platform. They never did. So they weren't happy with you.
Not at all. Insulting me here and there, talking a whole lot of shit, but, you know, certain things are that I just... keep cool.
Were you shocked at some of them that you knew personally who came attacking you? Ghanaians, either in Ghana or abroad?
Not really shocked about it because that's human nature. Yeah, and sometimes you might not even, they might not even feel good. They are not even have good intentions about you. Me coming to sit here, Krano, they might think, why should this person come and then teach us or
tell us
enlighten us about anything? Because you could see that out of enviness and jealousy made them told a lie about me that I've been chained in a church and I have mental issues. Meanwhile, none of them called on
to verify.
Yes.
But do you have mental issues?
I don't have such. I've never had such an issue ever in my life. But you know, life is based on spiritualities.
Right.
So that time I have prayed to a certain level.
Right.
And then so. When I went to church, my godmother was telling me about how I have reached some level on the spiritual field and all that. So she said she saw a crown, a golden crown
around your head.
Yes, and then I have gold watches and then rings all over. So when I entered on the platform, I was the first person that the eyes are on. I became so popular that they all knew. Yeah. Before I knew, I had a dream that I was in front of a lot of people, baby people, and then I was naked all of a sudden. Ooh. So that dream meant something like destroying you or maybe disgrace. Right. So the next day was when that girl said that on the platform.
Oh, that you are mentally ill and she tarnished your image and cleared you off.
Yes.
I hear you people are rich. Lesbians are rich and powerful and connected. And I'm wondering, are you rich?
Anyone that said there's money in this thing has
Don't use
lied.
This thing. Mention lesbianism so that people know that
had lied to you, because you have two main spirits on this earth, and we get our sources from this spirit. If you are of God Almighty, and God have a specific role for you, a specific task for you, if you divert your way to this path, it wouldn't help you.
It wouldn't help you.
It will rather bring you down.
So all lesbians...
There is nothing called money, but there are a lot of demonic spiritualities into it, because most of the people that are into it are highly demonic spiritually. So if they are doing certain things, if you are of Satan, and Satan have already marked you for his purpose or his kingdom,
right,
when you pass through that path, it will be well with you.
Right.
When you look worldwide, have name and they are into such kind of thing, gazing, you can see that most of them are wealthy.
Right.
But if you are of God and you pass through that path, it will not help you.
It will not help you.
So that is the difference.
So the rich lesbians and rich gays are demonic.
They
people.
have demonic sources.
They have demonic
Yes.
sources. And then the poor ones like the poor ones like yourself have godly sources. Is that what you're saying?
Most of them.
Most of them have godly sources.
Yes, but it's just like you know, when you are a human being, fine, and then you allow yourself to be that from the start,
Right.
God has a purpose for your life,
Right.
and they divert your attention to that part. You know, when you have to know, God would have to call you from that thing,
Right.
and set you on the right path. If had it not been my family, I would have married and I would have lived good. That was my path.
Yeah.
And someone will also do it, and then the person will be okay.
So are you blaming your family for your woes?
I will blame my family. I will blame trust issues, and I will blame lesbianism. Because most of these people that are into this thing, if you don't take care, you will die through it, and they will still be alive, and you are already gone.
You are already gone.
It is all based on spiritualities and how deeply rooted you are in the spiritual field. It is not right for anyone to be gay or lesbian.
It is not right.
No. Before God, it is not right. And it is not right for a human soul or body as well, because in the physical aspect, we say someone is allergic to someone. So if you are allergic, when you go and eat concomte and you are allergic to it, how much more do you feel that? How much more do you think that the body, the spirit that lives inside of you, the soul that lives inside of you is not allergic to something? So we live in a physical world as well as the spiritual field.
Yeah.
So in as much as you are catering for the physical, you should cater for the spiritual as well. Thing as
so
well.
Is it still going on that you know of? Do you know high places, authority, that this is still ongoing?
You know, when something on this earth, because Satan rules rapidly, the things that are for Satan grows fast.
Grows faster.
So everything that is of Satan grows so fast that you might think it is good. That's why it is growing faster. They are okay. But no, that is not the issue.
That is not it.
It's just to entice people
to come
and then
in.
lead
So
them to
it is
the
still
wrong
happening.
path. It is still in the system. It is still in the system.
I
People are
hear
doing
now what they do is that, I mean, and you would confirm for me, when the women, married women who are into lesbianism, it gets to a point where they get girlfriends, and then some of them end up eliminating their husbands. And
exactly, that's what's going on.
Is it true?
It is true.
How does it happen?
Well, because I have not done it before, I wouldn't know, but I have heard lots of them. It is true, because they feel men are too arrogant. They don't treat women well. They will beat you. This abuse that goes on.
Yeah.
So if you're a man and you don't take care, you treat your woman anyhow. Before you know it, the person has killed you. If it's spiritual or physical, they can even blend some things and then put it in your food. Before you know it, you are dead. And everything goes to the woman and the kids, and then they'll be enjoying with other lesbian partners. That is what is going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Serious lesbians are clearing their husbands and bringing in their lesbian partners.
Lots of them. Lots of them are doing it.
So that you don't come and disturb them.
Men got to be very careful.
Or you have your wife and her best friend comes around and you think it's just a normal best friend, but they are partners.
Yeah.
And they are planning coup against you.
Most one interesting and sad thing is, most of them in Ghana here are married.
Most of them are
Most of them are married and living with their
husband.
No, lesbians are married in Ghana here. Most of them
Lesbians
are married.
Lesbians are
yes,
married.
married and living in Ghana.
Not
here.
married to men. No, the lesbians are
Yes.
married as lesbian parties and living in Ghana.
Yes.
Huh?
But you wouldn't know. But you that are into it, and here they are into it.
They are living in the house.
Yes.
Two women. They are.
Yes.
That is husband and
Yes.
wife. Eh?
Exactly. That's that's what's going on.
Have you had such marriage proposals?
Not really, but I've met lots of them that are married and they are living.
You know them?
I know them.
Living as
they
friends.
are living as couple.
And community thinks they are friends.
Oh yeah. They are all over social media and all that. But if you are not closer to them, you wouldn't. You are not closer to them, you wouldn't know. But most of them are into it. Yeah, most of them.
You know what? Let's wrap up here. If you have any thanks, you have any special word you want to share, please share it and let's wrap up.
You said something that they have big posts and all that,
Yeah.
and it's something that, you know, if Satan want to get something done, or like, let's say we want to legalize something like that, LGBT,
Right.
Satan will use people demonic people that have the sources
To help to hold
that
people.
have the money and all that to
Fund it.
No, yeah, to fund it and then to, you know, to fight for certain things like that. So you see that if let's say if I'm in the US and then things are cool with me, I will bring money. This one was they will contribute and then they will give it to these politicians and all that, and then to push it through and then make it happen. Doesn't mean that all lesbians have money. It is not true.
It is not true.
If you are if you are a child of God and you pass through that path, it will not help you. Nothing like money will come to you. If you don't take it, you die through it. But someone that is demonic and then pushing for the cause of the demonic kingdom, everything will be well with the person. When you think, when you see, you will think that this person will have everything,
but eventually they will perish.
It is rather to entice you
to come in,
to come to the wrong path.
Thank you so much, Dela, for honoring my invitation. I've really enjoyed this conversation. You've always been a delight to have conversation with, and I love it so much. You might be here again so that you keep enlightening people to know that this exists and they shouldn't run away from it. It is the truth. It is there. You know. Thank you once again. I hope I can shake you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, I don't know. Her palm is sweet. If I touch her right now, no, she might just end up doing me. Anyway, my name is Arnold. Big shouts to Eddie. Big shouts to Sat Brown Legend. That's the team. We out.